right. So we're starting at the same place in my last motor vlog, and bear with me, there's a reason for this. One of the reasons is, well, I asked you guys if you wanted to see what the same place looked like at night, and I'm not at the interesting place yet, so hold on just a second, we're getting there. And another reason why I'm doing this right now, I got a little bit of energy in me. I only worked half an afternoon today, but also I am testing the Pro Tune settings on my GoPro. These are settings I've never messed with on my GoPro before. So I want to see if it actually makes an improvement. Because you guys, if you've seen some of my old videos, it's really, really S-H-I-T-T-Y at night. I'm gonna spell words like there's a baby around me, because that's how the YouTube censors are. They're like little babies that start crying when you say bad words, so I gotta spell the word. Anyhow, we're getting towards the interesting street now, but I wanna see what it looks like at night. Now this is not the main food street I'm coming up on, but it's kind of a, it's where the food is before the food really is. Now, it's a place where you wanna buy the soups, the snails. It's got a couple decent restaurants, at least it did pre-COVID, and we got a big-ass limousine bus. Uh-oh, I should have said B, big A-S-S. I didn't say that. Oh, God. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube. No, I'm just joking. All right, man, that's causing quite a traffic jam. It's not a street for buses, that's for sure. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pull over right here next to, what is this, a pharmacy? And I'm gonna let that bus go down the street, because that bus is gonna ruin everything I'm trying to show. So let's just sit here, just you and me, on the side of the road. We're in District 4. This is the street you want to come to in District 4 if you want to find a lot of street food. This is the street food street of District 4. It's actually very famous too. Excuse me. All right, I feel comfortable enough going a little bit now. And once we get to, I don't know, about halfway down the street, we'll turn down the restaurant street. And it actually has a lot of big signage advertising it as a food street in District 4. There's so much more to Ho Chi Minh City than District 1 and Bưu Vien and all that kind of stuff too, which kind of reminds me of a project that I'm going to be starting soon, but I'm not going to reveal that. I'll show that as the time comes. So voila, I said it was a stark contrast to the daytime as opposed to nighttime, and it is, isn't it? I was telling you guys that Vietnam is like Reno or Las Vegas with the neon signs. These neon signs are just everywhere. You can't have a store or a food stall unless it's lit up by neon signs. This beefsteak place right here on my right is actually pretty good. I've eaten there many, many times. Pre-COVID and during COVID. Never once post-COVID though, I have to admit. One time I actually went into that shop and they weren't allowed to have a dine-in. It was the law, but they told us to go upstairs and hide, and they gave us food upstairs. I just ratted them out, didn't I? Oh God, I think there's probably a statute of limitations on that.
Anyway, it's been 2 years. I mean, isn't there like a statute of limitations on that?
Statute of limitations. It's not a statue.
No, it's statue.
Fine. It's a sculpture of limitations.
Now, those people probably looked very, very close to me. Somebody commented that they almost had a mild heart attack when this lady walked out on the street. It's because the lens angle is very wide. Some karaoke. Vietnamese people love doing the karaoke. It's really a bus station? This is legit the first time I've seen a bus on the street. Anyways, they love doing karaoke late at night. Okay, here, we finally arrived at the main street, the main food street of District 4. I've eaten on this street many, many times. I've run into people I know many, many times. I'm gonna pull over to the right. Sorry about the shakiness of my helmet. I'm trying to avoid traffic while not being in an ASS hole by blocking people. This street is absolutely crowded with food stalls, house restaurants. It's got seafood, it's got snails, it's got your chicken, your rice, your beer food. Like a place like that, those kind of places, people, Lao, people come there. Oh, you're getting sidetracked. I used to eat there all the time. Anyway, Lao, that's the place where people go and drink beer and have food, and they call it beer food. Vietnamese culture is very interesting because they like to eat while they drink, as opposed to me being from America, where we don't necessarily eat while we drink. We get our eating done ahead of time, then go out and drink. Here they do it all at once, and boy, they can really outdrink most Americans, I would think. I don't know, what do you think? You guys think you could outdrink a Vietnamese person that's constantly putting food in their belly? It's kind of hard. Got, that's actually a copyrighted happy birthday song, so I better get the heck out of here. Not that I'm making much money from YouTube anyways, so I'll probably make like $2 from this video. But I just wanted to show you. Oh, and I wanted to test something else too. I gotta pull over to do that. Let's not do it by the music. Let's go up here a little bit. That was a little bit of a party street, isn't it? Let me go up here with some nice lights. What I want to do is do a side-by-side with my Samsung phone. I'm gonna turn down this little alleyway here, not hit the girl in wearing her pajamas. You know, I think that's very, very strange that girls here wear their pajamas outside. I asked my girlfriend about that, and she said it's because it's fashionable. I don't see how it's fashionable to wear your pajamas outside, but hey, that's just me. I'm gonna play with my phone for just a minute. Ugh, it was a front-facing camera. I got to see my ugly face. Let's see here. I'm gonna match the settings to 4K. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the view while I do this. Auto frames per second, sure. Oh, gotta hold my phone firmly because I don't want to get it snatched. Video mode, let's go to Ultra HD. We're gonna do 30 frames per second because I'm recording this at 25. It's part of the experimentation of doing the light. Oh shit, almost fell over. That wasn't because of the horn, because I'm sitting on a hill. I'm doing the light mode, or the night mode, which is more exposure, which I had to lower the frame rates. But now, we're gonna do a side-by-side. So let me point somewhere with a lot of light. Now, I'm gonna split the screen right now, and now we're gonna use my cell phone and do a side-by-side video. Now, granted, my GoPro is a wide lens, and my Samsung phone is a linear, so it's gonna look a little different. You're gonna see a lot more on the GoPro, but look at the difference. I assume there's gonna be a difference in the quality of the photo, or video. Photo too, I guess. The bunch of photos they're putting together to make a video. It's a big difference, huh? I think it's about time I get a new GoPro. What do you guys think? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that 30-second comparison. That was actually a lot for me too, because I wanted to do it. I wanted to test out supposedly what's supposed to be a pretty good camera on a phone. Side by side with the GoPro, and I literally held it side by side too. I took the helmet off my head. I don't care that people look at me anymore like I'm some weirdo out here. And I'm actually wearing my dad clothes today. I'm not a dad. I've never had kids. I've never been married either. But I'm actually wearing my dad clothes out here. I got some gym shorts on. I got a t-shirt that barely fits me. It's all ratty. I think it has a cigarette burn somewhere on the stomach. So I'm really styling tonight. But it bothers me not. I don't really care. I notice as you get older, you start worrying about things like that. I used to always get embarrassed about my dad walking around in sweatpants and dirty t-shirts when I was a kid. Now I do it. So, I mean, obviously I don't go to work or social gatherings like that, but when I'm just going out and about like I am now, I'm gonna see a whole bunch of people that I'm never gonna see again in all likelihood. Although I have ran into people down here that I've known. But that's rare, far and few between. City of, I don't know, like 10 million people. Did you just say cat, which is seafood? I'm not sure. Actually means fish, I think. Or I don't speak Vietnamese, how would I know? I'm not gonna be one of those guys that pretends like he can speak Vietnamese. I can speak what I can speak and nothing more. So yeah, this is the food street. And as you can see, there are restaurants every which way. And here is the sign that I was talking about, which is the introduction to the street before you get on the main drag of District 4. Now, I'm gonna hit this sign, give you guys a nice little view of it. And then I'm gonna flip it around. I wanna show you this guy here on this cart. I see a lot of the older folks. They're like hand pump carts. They're very neat. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna turn around here. It's not running the table behind me. Oh, no, I did it anyways. I ran right into that table. Okay, see that guy over there with a little hand cart? That's so cool. He uses his hands like he's rowing a boat, back and forth motions. What's up, buddy, with the big old goggles? That guy looks like he's ready to do some carpentry. Those goggles on. I can totally understand why people would want to wear goggles driving too. And it surprises me that I don't see people wearing goggles. I wear glasses, so I don't notice. But I've driven without my glasses on before, and besides the fact I can't see anything, I can really, really feel the wind in my eyes, and that is not something that was very comfortable. That's a tall, no, that's the Vietnamese guy. That guy was so tall I assume he's white. That's how racist I am. There's actually a lot of younger people here that are way taller than me. And I'm not very tall, but I'm average height. In Western terms, I'm 5'10". I don't know what that is in centimeters. I knew at one point. Anyhow, so what do you guys think? I mean, I go through it so quickly because I'm on my motorbike, but I'll really slow down for this pass through, even though I've already passed through half of it already. Old lady wearing her nong la, she was serving soup. Nong la is what you call those hats that they wear to protect their skin from the sun. Skin and eyes too. One interesting fact about eyes. Did you know that the darker your eyes, the better your eyes can handle light? I never knew that until I went to college. Sorry, I never knew that until like 20 years ago. 15 years ago, doesn't matter. So Motor Vlog's me rambling on. This guy actually got his karaoke out here right in the street. Look at this guy. What the hell is he doing? I'm pretending to look around when I'm really trying to show you this guy. Hey, Poochie. Now these guys, they'll stand out here in the street and they'll try to drag business into their establishment. And as a rule of thumb in Vietnam, if they're trying to pull you into their business probably isn't worth going into. I don't know if it's true or not. That's generally what Vietnamese people say. They go to the places where there's already people, excuse me, yeah, I'm saying it right. There's already people at, there's already a lot of people at. If a place is empty and they got 4 guys on the street trying to flag people down, there's probably a reason why it's empty, and there's probably a reason why there's 4 guys on the street flagging people down. And it's like Vietnamese people know this too, because I hear this from all the Vietnamese people. You know, where to find a good place to eat? Well, look where all the people are. What places to avoid? Avoid the places where they come out and get you and try to pull you in. But then again, you see those exact Vietnamese people running a Vietnamese business doing exactly what Vietnamese know to be the bad way to pull people into your business, and that is to stand out there and pull people in. I don't know, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like they know the rule, but they still go out in the street and try to pull people in. It's like the rule does not going to apply to them somehow magically. It's weird, huh? Anyways, if you guys are ever here in District 4, I'm going to show you the street on Google Maps right now. And you want a good selection of food. I mean, a vast selection of food, cheap beer. These are actually the best places to go out drinking. It's kind of hard for us to wrap our Western minds around it, but places here sell their beer as just something you drink while you eat the food. The food is the main dish and the beer is just there to drink. So if you want cheap beer for like, I don't know, 50 cents a can, this is where you go. You go to these kind of places. If you're a Westerner like me, you go to District 3 or District 1 or Ben Thanh District or Tao Dien and go to the bars and pay $4 a beer because we're dumb. But those are the places whose main focuses are selling alcohol as opposed to selling food. It's actually getting really dark. I'm actually wondering what this looks like as a side-by-side. Let me do another side-by-side with my phone, just for giggles. Pull my phone out. It's a little less and lower, both words apply, light setting than where we were before. All right, side-by-side. There we go. My phone is in a snatchable range right now, but I'm keeping my eye out for people that are getting close enough to snatch. I saw a YouTube video. I'll tell that story in a second. It seems like the Samsung drags a little bit. Look, I'll move it fast. It like drags the light, like blurs a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I wish I could mount my Samsung to my head instead of my GoPro. This old ancient device. I'm pretty sure it was pounded together by cavemen. I was gonna tell a story, but I forgot. Oh well, if I don't remember soon, then I don't remember. I guess I could stop the video and like rewind it back. Oh yeah, I saw it, there it is, phone being snatched. I saw a video on Facebook. What they do is they work in teams. And it's like, for example, imagine you're sitting there using your phone like I was just doing, and somebody snatch your phone. You're sitting on your bike, what are you gonna do? Well, of course you're gonna chase them down, right? You're not gonna go, oh my God, there goes my phone. Look at it go. Oh, no, it's gone. No, of course not. You're gonna start your bike up and you're gonna chase after him, right? Well, now what they do is they have somebody come right behind the snatcher and they'll spray you with a pepper spray-like substance. I'm sure it's just something homemade with water, oil, and peppers and whatnot. And they'll spray you right in the face with that, which completely debilitates you and makes it so you can't chase them. So don't come here thinking that, if they just snatch my phone, I'll just chase after them. Not. In all likelihood, they're working in teams. You're gonna get your phone snatched. You're gonna go, I'm gonna go chase after them now, and then you're gonna get sprayed in the face by pepper spray. And then you're gonna have a miserable time leaking phlegm and being upset that you just lost your phone. Yeah, so there is that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the food street in District 4. It's the exact same street I drove on my last moto vlog. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll link that up to the right now. However, that one was like an hour long. This is probably like 15, 20 minutes. And I did a lot more exploring on the other moto vlog. I just covered the street a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it's been so long since I released videos. We're coming towards the end of the school year, which means some time will start freeing up, but it's also very busy at the same time. Like for example, next week I gotta do a lot of testing, and my schedule is the fullest week that I've had all year long next week. So it's gonna get really, really busy, and then it's gonna die down. And then I gotta start finding a job during the summer. I know some universities still hold on to classes during the summer, but some don't. So I might have to go to like a language center or something, or do some private tutoring or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I get a job as a chef, or go back to school and redo my whole IT field. Yeah, probably not. I'm too old. Anyhow, that's me rambling on to stall out the video a little longer. My name is Adam. You guys know me as Gamer Abroad. Hey, if you guys like gaming too, I do have a gaming channel called Gaming Abroad. It'd be cool if you guys came and checked that out. Could really use some more subscribers on that. Doing pretty well, but I like seeing numbers go higher, and if you guys would help me out, that would be awesome. If not, no worries. You guys are awesome. The awesomest of the awesome, and I hope you guys stay the awesomest of the awesome. Gamer Abroad out.